everybody, and welcome to the 22nd episode of Healthy Living with Marilyn. We are now in season 2. This is episode 2, and I'd like to welcome everybody to Healthy Living with Marilyn as we are going to light the fire beneath you tonight. My co-host is Lisa Hazelgrove. She's been my co-host for a couple weeks. I appreciate you coming, Lisa.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
And Lisa and I have done some things this week. We were at a HEAL meeting that I hosted, and we did a scarf dance. And
we did. That was fun.
It was like lighting the fire beneath us. It was way cool. And there were like 10 or 12 of us there. It was a good turnout.
Good turnout.
Good turnout. So we had a good time. And HEAL is the acronym for Holistic Educators Affecting Lives. Lisa started it several years ago, and I came on board with her, and then we sort of went in the dormant stage, and now we're trying to revamp it. Revive it. And if you are not in the holistic realm but want to learn more about it, we'd love for you to come to our meetings. We're going to start having them the second Tuesday of the month at Resonance Float and Sound at Sycamore Square. Lisa and I will be posting more information of that on both our Facebook pages. We're trying to get a networking group up of not only holistic healers, people who are interested in holistic healing. We had several people last night who came who really didn't know a whole lot about holistic healing.
They just wanted to know more.
They wanted to know more. So think about coming next time. Either get in touch with Lisa, Lisa at lisahealthy.com, or you can get in touch with me at healthylivingwithmarilyn.com and just send me through something through contact, and it'll come to my email. Or you can call me at 804-350-0034 anytime. If you go in the middle of the night, if you live on the other side of the earth, just leave a message. I guarantee you I will call you back. Just leave a message. If you don't leave a message, I'm not going to call you back. So please leave a message. We are really excited tonight. We are really going to be ramping up the fire beneath us and getting us going. And I have a wonderful guest that I met several months ago, Joni Advent Maher, who helps women get their mojo going. Yeah. Basically, right? Yes. Right, Joni?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. It's great to have guests who are enthusiastic and motivated and want to come on the show because it is a commitment. It's about 2.5 hours that you're here, and as we know, you can't get time back. No. So, but I appreciate both my friends here. They're wonderful women. They're wonderful friends. They're great supporters. And it's great to have people around you that are not only going to support you, but motivate you and be there for you when you need them. The one thing that I'm excited about that I just got from UPS this afternoon, I am a... yes, I am. This is my book. I am a what is that called, Joni? I just can't.
Contributor.
I'm a contributing author
of
this book, and my name's on the front because I'm the one that's selling them for me, and it's called Yes You Can. Go for it, achieving your dreams. It is so important to achieve your dreams. We are having, Judy Richards and I are having a retreat next month called Creating the Amazing You, where you can create your dreams and create your goals and find out really what you want to do. It's October 13th, 14th, and 15th, and I figured I'd put that in since we were talking about your dreams. If anybody wants to get one of my books, I will be more than happy to autograph it for you and get it to you, put it in the mail. They are $12. So, and there's a lot of other contributors in here, and many of them are my colleagues. And we are just speakers, motivators, want you to do the best you can do and be the best you can be. So that is my wonderful thing for today. I got something from UPS that said Amazon was going to be sending me something, and I didn't know. I looked back on my Amazon thing and couldn't find it, and it's like, and so I figured, oh, Joe Hausman was sending it. Okay, thanks, Joe, if you're watching. My friend Joe, she lives up in South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she loves it out there. She loves the snow. gosh bless her, you know, more power to her.
Yes, right.
A 6-inch snow for her is nothing. A 6-inch snow for us totally stops everything.
It does. Shuts
right?
everything down.
So, but even if something like that stops you, you can move through it, which is really, really important. So that's what we'll be talking about. And I had found some wonderful, wonderful quotes after Jacob left. I had to watch Jacob for a couple days because he was playing in the sandbox and he got sand in his eyes, and it was a little bit debilitating. And he said to me today, "No more sandbox, Grandma."
No.
It's like, yeah, no more sandbox, really. He had sand on his hand, and he went like this with his hand and got it in his eye. So he's been kind of emotional, but he was glad that he got to spend 2 days with me and didn't have to share me with his brother.
There you go.
So there you go, you know, win-win situation. So the beauty of motivating yourself is so important. And there's been times when I've been down in the dumps. If you haven't been down in the dumps, how do you know how to get out of the dumps? If you haven't been sad, how do you know how to be happy? You know, if you haven't been angry, how do you know how to be happy? Or how to be, if you haven't been fearful, how do you know not to be fearful?
Right.
You know? So that's what we're talking about tonight. And I've been putting a lot of Be Amazing posts on my Facebook page every single day. I get up and do them every day, and I've gotten a lot of positive vibes from them and positive statements and comments from people. And I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I want to light the fire underneath people. Yeah. Just like you do, Joni, right?
Yes.
So how do you light the fire underneath somebody?
Well, really it starts with people tuning in and listening to their heart, because it's that desire that's deep in our heart that is like the little pilot light, you know, and it's that kind of like blowing on that light.
So you fuel the flame, right?
Right. So it starts with that, with really tuning in and seeing, like, what is it? What is that desire? What is that dream that I think is beyond what's possible?
What's possible?
Right. And usually that idea that it's not possible usually comes from someone outside of us. And so it's a matter of identifying whose idea is that anyway.
Right.
Whose opinion is that anyway?
Yeah. 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 And say to that about that opinion, I can do it.
Right.
You know, you need to have those words embedded in your system, right, Joni? I can do it. I am going to do this, regardless of what anybody says, regardless about what anybody thinks. You know, when I was a little bit inhibited on Tuesday night going to do that scarf dance, and I was thinking, everybody's going to think Marilyn's crazy.
No.
You know, and then I thought, I don't care if everybody thinks Marilyn's crazy. We're just going to do it because we need to let loose and free ourselves from moments of despair, from moments of what's not going on in your life. We all have bumps in the road every single day, but they're bumps. Work through them. Light that fire in your belly and get yourself going, right, Lisa?
Yeah, well, I like that quote by Stephen Covey. It's motivation is fire from within. If someone else tries to light that fire under you, chances are it will burn very briefly.
Yep, it'll burn briefly.
Like
so you need to do it yourself.
Yes.
Right?
And, yes. And I do think surrounding yourself with people who can see the possibility. And oftentimes it's not the people that we're most intimate with.
Right.
You know, those are the people that we've kind of been hanging out in that same mode and way of being. And not that we need to get rid of those people, but to really bring in, even one person can make a huge difference.
Right.
Yes.
Because we all have those moments where, you know, where we dip.
Yeah.
where the self-doubt kicks in.
Or your happiness dissipates.
Right.
Right? And you have that little to no energy, and you feel emotionally drained, right?
Or you're tired.
Or you're tired, your enthusiasm, your mental...
your get up and go, got up and went.
Emotionally, is gone. Yeah, has got up and gone. That's right, got up and went.
Really. So,
Yeah, so having a tribe, or having a tribe of one or a tribe of two, you know, people that really can hold that vision for you and hold the vision of who you are in that dream and achieving that.
and motivating you.
Yes.
I've always told people a dream is one thing. Make it into a goal. Write it down, put it on your mirror, put it on your door, put it wherever you want. So you will see it every single day. Put it on the visor of your car. Put it on your dashboard. Wherever you can remember to keep you motivated enough. I learned that a long time ago when my kids were real little, or not real little anymore. When my babysitter had 3 hours and 45 minutes and whatever all around her house, on her bathroom mirror, everywhere. And I said, Ruth, why do you have that? And she says, she was a triathlete. She says, that's the time I got to be.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the time I have to be. And it wasn't against beating anybody else. She didn't have somebody's, I want to beat Jane Doe or whatever. She had a time. She was running against the clock. She was cycling against the clock, swimming against the clock. Most triathletes and most people who are runners and racers, they don't race against the person that next to them. They race against the clock.
By themselves.
By themselves, right. And that kept her motivated. So putting positive affirmations out there, surrounding yourself with people who are motivating you, who support you, who are positive. You don't want to be around negative people. If somebody's having a bad day, you might want to say, well, let's schedule it to see you another day. That's what I normally do if somebody's having a bad day. If I'm having a bad morning, I try to turn it around as fast as I can, you know. But I'm taking a class right now where I'm meditating 15 minutes in the morning, and then I have a journal, a brand new journal that I have with butterflies on it, that I have to write down words that are just coming into my head. And don't think about them, just write them and then close the book.
Interesting.
So you could do that, you know, meditate for like 15 minutes. There's some apps out there. The one I use is binaural beats, theta waves. It's a great app. It's got a timer on it, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about, oh, how long am I doing this? I just can just let go, and the clock will tell me when I'm done.
Well, I'm also remembering what Lisa mentioned about intention.
Right.
And that is a biggie.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell your story?
Well,
Sorry to...
No,
Sorry.
You're fine.
Well, and we talked a little bit about it when I was, about a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I talked about Lorenzo's oil and how, for better lack of the young man's father's name, Nick Nolte played the father. And it was his determination, his drive to find a solution for his son. And, you know, I always think of my son and how I wanted to help him 14 years ago. And, you know, I even go back to calling it my why. You know, why am I doing what I do? So when I get those moments where, you know, my excitement's gone, and, you know, those dreams that I have, or I'm working on a project, or I'm pursuing a new career, or whatever it is, I'm committed to doing something. Maybe it's in my relationship, maybe it's achieving my financial goal. And, you know, it's suddenly gone. Then that's when I dig down deep and I think, why are you doing this? And that's what brings back my intention, that motivation, and it makes me able to rise above that.
The adversity.
That adversity, or that, you know, I can't do that. And, you know, I remember 14 years ago, it was a terrible mantra, but I used to say, no one can help me. And I was in such a deep, deep depression, and such a place of hopelessness that, that it was, you know, coming back to that, why am I doing this, and remembering that. Motivation is the energy that drives us to accomplish our goals. It's necessary for all types of our success. Motivation is power. I like that statement. And how you can recapture your motivation in this article that I was reading. Number one, readjust your focus. So if you are having those moments of sadness or hopelessness, readjust that and think of, or that imagery type of You know, you can think of the beach. You can think of something that makes you happy.
You can get out some paint and start coloring or painting.
Paint a picture.
Paint a picture.
Yeah.
Or get one of those coloring books, those new mandala coloring books for adults.
They're very nice.
And you know something? You can color outside the lines.
Yes, you can.
Nobody says you have to color inside the lines.
Yeah.
You can certainly color outside the lines. There's no rules. You're not getting graded on it.
No rule for that. Number 2, identify your greatest sources of inspiration and motivation. So Lorenzo's Oil, that movie, inspires me. And it, again, refocuses, you know,
helps you relight the
to
fire.
realign,
Yeah,
yes, and reignite that fire. And number 3, identify environments and activities that unlock energy and creativity. You were just saying that. Paint a picture.
Paint a picture.
Go outside, walk and
write a poem.
walk on the earth, you know, barefoot.
Right.
Get those free electrons
Yes.
through your feet, and
Yes.
look at the beautiful sunshine. Hopefully the sun is out that day and you can get that sun through
Who
your eyes.
cares if the sun isn't
But
out?
if it's
Look
not
at the
out,
clouds.
But look at the clouds, yeah.
You know, I look at it this way. I'm not a morning person. Okay?
We talked about that.
I am not a morning person. I do get up a lot of times when I run out of sleep.
Yes.
A couple of days ago, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like, what is this? And my husband came out, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just ran out of sleep. A little early,
love
5
that.
o'clock in the morning, but I do. I run out of sleep. I think when I sleep so deep,
Yes.
when I wake up, it's like, okay, God says, you're done.
You're done.
You got to get up.
The body says, I've got enough.
So I got up and I was doing for myself, but I thought, you know, it's time to rock and roll and do what I need
Start
to do.
your
And I
day.
got motivated, and I was thinking about all the things I wanted to do, and you know, I had all this time, and it is so important to do what you want to do for some. You got to have some me time. Bottom line.
Yes.
You gotta have some me time. It is
definitely.
so important to have me time. One thing I wrote, I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fire around me.
Wow.
That's powerful.
That
That's your
is-
new mantra, by the way.
Yeah, really,
You
really.
need to put that on your
Because
website.
the fire burned.
Can you tell us about
Yes,
that?
tell us more about that.
Well, I think it was when it was suggested that I start a TV show. Okay, and I'm thinking, I can't do that. And I thought about it, and I decided, okay, I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
So
Jump off that
I
cliff.
still was watching the kids. I said, I can balance this. My intuition said, you can do this. When my intuition says I can do this, or if one of my kids say I can do this, or a friend says I can do this, I'm dumb enough to believe them.
No.
I'm gullible, you know. Okay, I can do this. So I decided to rebrand myself and do a TV show. And then before that, I was on the radio once a week as a doctor in residence out in Ferguson, Missouri. And it just kept evolving and evolving, and I just got so motivated to do this show to enlighten people that there's other alternatives out there besides Western medicine.
Well, there's that hope. You're giving hope.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I have something in hope. Hope sees the invincible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible.
I like that one.
That's by Anonymous. So if Anonymous, if you're out there, you want to take credit for this, get back in touch with me.
No, but I might steal that from you.
Okay, you can still, but it's anonymous. So don't give up hope. Don't ever give up hope. A couple days ago when I was riding in the car and I had a couple things that I had to do and I was running short on time, and I said to myself, self, you can't do this. And it's like I turned it right around and said, no, you will do this.
You will do this.
You're just going to call XYZ and tell them you might be a little late. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
You know, so there are other ways to get around it, but don't ever say I can't. You take those two words and throw them out the window. Can't should never be in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
So
You know, the hope part, it just, again, just resonates with me because, you know, having lost it a few years ago, I saw on Facebook they had a video. Denzel Washington was giving a speech at a college, and it just, if you can find that, you need to Google it and watch that whole video. It was powerful, and one of the parts of his speech, he said, you know, when you get somewhere and you've gotten to that successful, reach down and pull somebody else up.
Right.
That
Right.
just really, you know, resonated with me, because I thought that's what I was looking for, was someone to reach down and pull me up.
Yes.
But sometimes that person was me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to reach down in the depths of within.
Of despair.
And find that fire and reignite it,
Yes.
and pull myself up, as my mom used to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Mhm.
But there's sometimes you're just down there so low, it's you just need it, but if someone reached down and gave you a hand up, wow, that's powerful.
Well, the other thing is, I do not like to have a pity party.
No.
And like, I got off my rabbit trail when I was talking about getting up in the morning. The thing that I do when my feet hit the floor is like, thank you God for getting me up. The rest of my day's downhill.
You're breathing. Hey,
Just give it, just bring it on.
You're
I'm ready
breathing.
for it.
We're-
I'm just ready for
We're
it. Just
good to
bring
go.
it on. So,
Right, yes. One foot in front of the
that's
other.
right. That's right. And I
Yes.
don't like to spend time feeling sorry for myself, because I don't want to have, to be honest with you, I just don't want to have a yucky day.
no.
Nobody wants
Who
to have
who wants to have a yucky day?
Exactly, exactly. So if you're not into having a yucky day, pick yourself up and light that fire in you, and think about all the wonderful things that you do, that you know. You know, you might want to write
Grateful.
the things I'm grateful for.
Gratitude.
You know, gratitude. Write yourself something and make yourself a gratitude journal.
Even if it's just, thank you, Lord, I'm breathing today. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Thank you, Lord, I'm on this side of the grass today.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm walking.
I'm walking.
I'm walking. I mean, 4 months ago I sprained my ankle.
That's right.
I fixed it because I knew how to
Right,
fix it,
right.
you know.
Yes,
And
we
Lisa
talked
helped me
about
with
that.
my arm, and I mean, I'm
Yeah.
back to normal. So, not that I was abnormal, but I couldn't walk.
You weren't 100%.
much. I wasn't 100%, and I was using my left hand. We talked about that last week with CEO. You know, doing different things, using your non-dominant hand for things. Well, I had to use my non-dominant hand
To write?
because to do anything, because I couldn't move this arm at all.
Wow.
I could do this, but I could go about this high, but it was painful. It was really painful because
Frozen shoulder?
No,
Or
I
not?
tore.
Oh,
I
right,
tore my
yes,
rotator cuff
yes,
and my tricep.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Right. So I did want to say I'm totally on board with you, and there are those times in life when life is handing out some really hard things.
I know.
And one of the quotes that I love is Winston Churchill, and he says, "If you're going through hell, keep going.
Right.
Like keep going.
Keep
Keep
moving.
putting one foot in front of the other,
Well,
and knowing the light is at the end of the tunnel."
Well, especially this month with what's going on, you know,
Yes.
with Florida and
Yes.
Texas.
And
It's-
Texas.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
you know, and I will tell you, I have been motivated by watching these videos of people that have nothing left, and yet they still have a smile on their face.
Right, and find the place of gratitude.
They are
or
finding
the
finding
place
things to be grateful for. That they're
how to
alive,
be
number
of,
one,
yeah,
right?
how to be of service. Yes,
And how to be of service,
To be
yes.
alive is.
When people are in that situation, it seems like they all just come together. You know, and the fire, whether you're a man, a woman, the fire is brought up in you. How that happens, it could be intuitive, it could be God, it could be your motivation, it could be, we are not going to let this disaster get us down.
Right.
You know, and you don't have, you can have that same statement for yourself, I'm not going to let this chaos get to me. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't need to have this chaos get you down. You can find ways to handle it. There are, you know, you can use homeopathic remedies. You can use Bach flower remedies. There's a lot of
Magnets.
different magnets. There's a lot of things that you can use, that you can utilize. Talking to other people, positive talk. Doing something nice for somebody else, even if it's something simple like opening up a door.
Yeah.
You know, saying have a nice day.
I actually saw
Yes.
something else on Facebook today. It was a young man, and he gets in his car, and I think it was Chicago, and he has water bottles and food, and he's handing it out to people. And you know what? He knows them by name, and
Wow.
you know, they're so grateful for what he's doing, and they thank him, and it's just a blessing.
Like the homeless
The
people.
homeless. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. What a blessing
Yeah.
that he's doing, right?
Yeah.
And think of what, you say you're giving to people, but what are you getting in return? That's
You're getting a lot in
That's
return.
priceless what you're getting in return.
I mean, even helping a homeless person on the road, if you've got water, or I try to have snacks in there and a couple bottles of water, and I've done that before.
I know she does, well, of course, purses and backpacks is what she does. And she, like an old purse or an old backpack, she get up at Goodwill, and she fills it with water bottles and food that's not, I guess non-perishable, probably like your protein bars and things like that, something that they can get. And I mean, or gloves. Just think about, we're getting into the fall here,
weather,
and it'll be a lot colder for people. So, or maybe just a blanket that you could fold up. It's,
Yeah, I mean, just being kind to somebody that you don't even know.
Yep.
Give a smile. I remember a couple years ago when Jacob was a lot younger. We were in the grocery store, and he was asleep at the time. He was in his stroller, and the lady who was checking us out, she was having a really bad day, and I said, man, I am going to turn her day around if it's the last thing I do.
Good for you.
And when we were almost done, and she wasn't really talking that much, and I could tell her energy was down, and she had a scowl on her face, and she was just not a happy camper, okay? Jacob opened his eyes, looked right up at her, and smiled. And I'm telling you, that totally changed that lady.
I bet it did.
You would not believe. She glowed. She had a smile on her face. She says, he is beautiful. Thank you so much for making my day. It's like, I was just determined, and I didn't have to do anything. Jacob
you
did
didn't.
it all.
Sometimes they say if all you can do is smile, do that.
That's right. Say, have a nice day. I've said to people, have a nice day, and they look at me, it's like,
I know, right? What's wrong with you?
and they'll say, oh, yeah, you have a nice day, too. And a lot of times they change their tone and their attitude, and their energy might change. And some people think, oh, what is she up to?
I know, right?
No, I'm just trying to make you happy. Have a nice day. Right. A smile can go a long way.
Why they do that is we're just so involved in our own
lives,
our own
chaos.
lives, and it could be our own sorrow. It could be something that we just are not aware. And this is so unusual for us to say, "Hey, have a nice day." Well, it shouldn't be. You're right. We need to change that.
I mean, some people, they'll smile, and some people say, "Yeah, okay."
Okay.
Or they just don't quite get it. But get it, friends. Get it. Get that fire underneath you. Remember, you can turn impossible into possible. And there's ways to do that. Do something positive for somebody. Do something positive for yourself. Go out and go for a walk. Take a class.
Yes.
Take a class.
Yes, I was going to say
empowerment.
Just even starting with one small thing. It's like taking action, doing something different than you've been doing is very helpful. Yeah. Even if it's 1 degree, 1 degree shifts is going to get you in a new
Read a book. Read something for personal development.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Talk to somebody. Talk to one of your friends who's having a great day. Yeah. They can turn you around. It's so important for you to do for you because I've got another good one here. She's got that whole purpose-driven warrior princess, save the world type vibe.
Wow, I like that even better.
I'll
take that one.
Say that again. Can you say it again?
She's got that whole purpose-driven warrior princess, save the world type vibe, like Wonder Woman.
But I like this though. Warrior princess.
Warrior princess.
I'm going to own that one because I like warrior princess.
Be a warrior princess. Go out and do something that you never thought you'd do.
I did that. When I was asked if I could teach a class on sleep, I said sure. I had no clue how to do that. Well, I just said sure, I can do that, and I just faked it till I made it. Right?
Yeah. Well, I did that with my TV show. It's like, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Now we've got it simulcast on Facebook. We've got it on YouTube. And if y'all go to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it. Yeah. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Healthy Living with Marilyn Living. I'm really looking on increasing my my subscriptions, my subscribers, and
that way we can't ever miss a show.
That's right. You won't ever miss a show. So if you get a chance,
shows
to do
up in your inbox.
Yes,
it does. I know. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah. So it will remind you that Healthy Living with Marilyn is on, and we're on every week at 8 o'clock on Thursday night, every single week. If you don't get a chance to watch us through the lives, you can catch us on the tape, you know, the recorded. We always have it recorded. Can check my Facebook page. It's always on there. Check my YouTube channel. Make a comment. Like it. You know, give me some support. I want to help you guys, but I would like the support too.
Okay.
You know.
And that's great. You're asking.
Yeah.
You're asking
that's
for
wonderful.
what you want.
You go,
Yeah.
you go
That's
warrior
part of-
princess.
Yeah.
So thank you, Lisa.
Okay.
We need to start a warrior princess group. or
I want
something.
to start one. Can we start one?
Yeah,
Johnny?
I think it's great.
Oh, I think maybe warrior queen is more the vibe.
A little more
I-
empowering. Okay. I like that.
Okay, well we
But
can all be warrior queen.
I'll go with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be good. You know,
My princess days are over. It's just the queen now.
Just the queen.
yeah, I used to say to my kids, you know, don't talk back to me. You're talking to the queen.
Oh. I
Yeah,
like that. I might use that too.
you could use that with Aubrey.
I could. Oh, she's
You
pretty.
could use that with Ashley too.
I could, even though she's 29 and she knows more than I do now.
Oh, I don't think so.
Sorry.
I remember when my youngest, who's now, she'll be 34 in a couple weeks. So happy birthday, Chris, if
Aw.
you're watching. I don't know whether you are, but anyhow, if you're watching. If not, I'll tell you about it. When she was about 15, she said to me, Mom, how come you know so much?
Wow.
Wow. Hey.
She looked at me, how come you know so much? And I said, well, because I'm seasoned. You know, I
like
am a
that.
seasoned woman.
Not like a
And
turkey.
Yeah, and she goes, I want to be like that.
Ooh.
Wow.
And I said, okay,
Wow.
get a little older and we'll talk. You know?
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive
That
at
is- that is
15.
At
impressive.
15, she said that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and she says, I want to be like that. I want to be just like that.
Wow.
And you know, and that's what we need to instill in our children and our grandchildren is that you can be that.
You can be
You
that.
can be anything you want to be.
You can do anything
Yes.
you want to. If you want to climb a mountain,
Yes.
go do it. You might have to take baby steps like we talked about last week, taking baby steps.
Yeah.
You might get partly up the hill and then, because you've got to remember, if you're doing something like that, something physical,
Yeah.
running or whatever, you got to remember you have to have enough energy to get back.
And you have to have enough minerals in your body. I heard
Right.
somebody else that was a friend of mine who had a friend that was running a marathon. The man was in good health in his 40s and had a heart attack. You know, if you're not drinking enough water and you're not getting selenium in your body, selenium actually, you sweat out that last little bit of selenium, your heart will stop. So make sure that you are
Right.
doing what you need to do before you go climb Mount Everest or you go run a marathon.
Yeah, but you know, take mini steps if
Yeah.
you're going to do something
Right,
like that.
train. You can
Train
train.
for it,
And you
yes.
can
Train
learn
for
how
it.
to support yourself in
Right.
those important ways.
I mean,
Yes.
now that I'm not watching the kids, I'm trying to figure out what exercise
Yeah.
regimen I want to do.
Right.
Yes.
You say that, yeah.
Yes. Find something that works for you. You know, and yoga on my deck works for me when it's
Wow.
good weather.
Wow.
I'm thinking about
like
doing
that.
the aerial yoga.
I
Yeah.
want to do that too. We all
I
need to go
wanna
do
do
that.
that.
I do too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that your shoulder's better, let's
Yeah,
go do
my
it.
shoulder's
Wow.
better. I'll be able to hold myself because for a while I couldn't do it because
Yeah.
That's like being
I
in
could
a
not
circus.
hold myself up. Yeah, it's like in your it's awesome.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Yes, she has.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
We need to do that.
We
wanna
need to
do
do
that.
I would
that. There's a
love to.
place downtown called
thought-
Fighting Gravity Fitness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Genevieve Ivy, the gal that I used to be in partners with when I
Yeah.
had my office, she has aerial yoga, but I'm not quite sure what all that's about with hers. But,
Oh, okay.
And that's just down the road from where we live.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
on Broad Street.
Oh, it
Somebody-
is?
It's
somebody
off of
told
Broad
me.
Street on Homeview.
There
Yeah.
you go. A little plug.
Yeah. Yeah, little plug for her. Speaking of a plug, what are you up to now, girlfriend?
Well, Lisa Healthy is going to have an emotion code / muscle testing workshop on September 30th at Resonance Float and Sound
What time is that?
from 10 to 2. And then after that, I'm going to actually have time, 15-minute segments where people can do the emotion code. If you don't know what that is, you can Google emotion code, or you can come to my workshop and learn more, learn how to do it.
Yeah, I'd like to come. It's my grandson's birthday that day. He's going to be 1.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my daughter's birthday.
Really?
September 30th?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
September's a good month.
Yeah, my other daughter, the youngest one, who thinks it's real cool to be seasoned, hers is September 28th.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
September is
yeah.
a good month.
It is.
And,
it's a great month.
This is the last chance to get that sale price on the Neat Ken water filter
And
and the water bottle. The sale price for this is $50. It will be $90 October 1st. And the waterfall, the bigger unit that you put on your countertop, is $256, and it's going to $419.
yeah.
So
And this is awesome.
that is awesome.
Really.
Filters your water
it's the
anywhere.
filter, it's like the waterfall to go.
Yes, the waterfall to go.
Isn't it, Lisa?
Yes, it is.
I
So it
love
helps
it.
to filter your water. It also adds the negative ions to the water and helps to alkaline the water.
Yeah, and if you've ever turned your faucet on, there are times throughout the month, because we have, I guess, city water or something, I'll smell chlorine, and
Yep.
it's worse than being in a pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you don't want to take that in your body, because if you look at the periodic table, chlorine is above iodine, so is fluorine and bromine. So if you're taking any of those, it's going to mess with the iodine, and it's going to mess with your thyroid.
So is that how it works? If it's above it, it
Yeah.
interesting. I never
Yeah.
knew that.
A little bit of chemistry in there. I don't know. I can't. I'll have to look. I don't know which one's first. You know, bromine, chlorine, fluorine. What is it, that Michael? Fluorine.
Chlorine, bromine.
Okay, and then iodine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
he would know because he's a chemist. So
Ah.
thank you, Michael.
It helps to have a chemist on.
Yeah. See, everybody is so versatile.
I know, right? We're all seasoned.
Really, really, and that's one way to be. But yeah, so if you're taking chlorine in, or you're brushing your teeth a lot with fluoride, but even drinking water, they put fluoride in it.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
Yeah.
they're putting arsenic in fluoride in the drinking
They're
water.
putting lye in there to make it alkaline, so the pipes won't rust any worse than they are.
Right,
And
so-
and something people don't think about is their shower. And I have a Neat Ken shower filter as well. 10 minutes in the shower with chlorine, it turns into what is it that
Is it a gas?
it turns it? What is it that they?
ether.
An
No.
inhalant?
It makes you sleepy. But anyway, and that's why you get sleepy in the shower.
Oh.
I don't get sleepy in the shower. I'm running around too much in there to get sleepy. I'm on a mission.
Oh, you're on a mission.
I am on a mission in the morning. When I get up, it's like, I got to get this,
Yeah.
I got to get this, in the shower, out the door,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Gonna get going.
and get going.
Yeah.
So
Well, good for you.
I don't try to leave grass underneath my feet in the morning. I have things to do. Because I like to be on time.
Yeah, I do too.
I like to, you know, if you people are not on time, you know, try to be more punctual. Seriously.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't make y'all look good if you're not punctual.
But if you're an action person, it's kind of hard to be on time.
Right. Well, yeah.
I'm
But
a
light that
blueprint.
fire underneath you to get there on time, you know, because it's
You're looking at
important.
me?
No, I'm not looking at you.
You're pointing to yourself.
No. You know, some women are lost in the fire. Some women are built in it.
Ooh,
Wow.
we're the phoenix, man.
Yeah, there you
We're
go.
gonna rise above.
Wow, that's a good
There
one.
you go.
Who
So,
said that? Did you say that?
Is that another anonymous?
Anonymous.
Yeah, okay.
I would have put it
That
down there
anonymous
if it
is
had.
smart.
I know. And I don't know who would not want to take credit for that particular
That's a good one.
for that particular
I don't
saying.
know.
You know,
Wow,
that I don't know. I don't know why.
I like that. Yeah.
And the reason why I wrote these down is because I just thought it was interesting to share what other people have said. You know, to get people going. Maybe I'll post some of these on my Facebook page, or maybe I'll just put them
Yeah.
all in a blog and put them on my website.
That would be
I think
nice.
that'd be very good. Yeah.
And that's the easy way for me to get a blog. I don't make Ed happy, so he can put something on there. Oh, speaking of Ed, he texted me today. He is a member of the Harmonaires, the Virginia Harmonaires, right here, and they are doing a concert on Sunday at the Hope Baptist Church down in Midlothian on Woodpecker Drive, I think. I think it's at 7
Oh.
o'clock. Yeah.
Where is that? It sounds familiar.
It's in Midlothian.
well,
I've seen
I live
it.
in Midlothian, but I'm trying to figure out where that is.
yeah,
What the
so,
main street it's off of. I know I've seen it.
so anyhow, they're having a conference,
Concert?
yeah, thank you.
That thing.
I'm allowed to have a senior moment. Yeah, a concert, and I think it's at 7 o'clock. Refreshments will be served.
Nice.
They're asking for donations.
That's wonderful.
So, and it's a great quartet. I won't be able to go, but I hope other people will be able to go.
Yeah.
They do a wonderful job. They really do. So, the Virginia Harmoniers, get in touch with them. Harmoniers is spelled Harmonheirs.
Glad you can say that. Okay.
Yes. So,
Interesting.
yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good Southern gospel quartet of men in their seasoned age.
Yeah, and there's seasoned age.
You gotta watch what you say, you know.
Yes, you do. Oh my goodness.
Really, really. So, you know, what I'm doing to help myself keep the fire within me is my meditation in the morning, and I'm taking time for myself during the day. I'm putting on my calendar time for me because I feel that that's how I'm growing now, and that's how I'm learning, and I just find it important to do for you.
Yes.
You know, you have to do for me. So, Lisa, what are you doing for you?
Well, like I said, I like my yoga on the deck. I'm doing that. And,
So when it rains, where are you going to do it?
well, I do it inside. But
Okay.
if it's just lightly raining, I still do it outside. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's good stuff.
The
So
rain's
you
not gonna
don't
hurt
slip on the mat?
Sometimes I will slip a little bit. Be careful.
you. She'll get in that position much faster, but it could be dangerous.
I
because
might
you
be
could
just
hurt.
doing a belly flop onto the, the yoga mat. But so doing that, you know, I'm trying to get some more workshops in there. I forgot to mention I've got a NECAN event this Saturday from 10 to 2 at Edible Education, and we're going to be talking about a life in balance. But I'm always making sure I get my sleep. My sleep is actually in my calendar. I have a block calendar on my phone. I have sleep in there. I have eat. I have break.
Wow.
I have everything in there.
Great idea.
And then like when I should be doing one-to-ones, when I should be working on speaking engagements, when I should be working on my blog. Because, you know, when you are your own boss, you have to have something telling you what you're going to be doing. And that's what my calendar does for me.
Right.
So and actually I have yoga in there too. I either have yoga or meditation. And that's always the first thing. And then I have prayer and reading my Bible. I do that online. And I do try to do that every day as
Yeah,
well.
I know my daughter does
Yeah.
that. No, she does it on her phone.
Yeah. Well, it's
I think it's the generational thing.
well, and I tell you, I love my paper Bible, but
I do
but I
too.
do like the fact that I've signed up on the website, and what they do is they remind me, like your Healthy Living with Marilyn reminds me when I'm not here that your show is on. So it reminds me that my daily reading is available, and try to do that
nice.
each day. If not, I'm catching up on the weekend.
Right. Right. So what do you do to keep the fire within you?
Well, in some ways, I feel like I have a bit of a wildfire going on inside of me. So it's more the how to keep pace with it. I mean, in a way, I really feel like my drive and ambition to get where I want to go is sometimes I'm single-minded in my focus, and I have to remember to like eat dinner with my family. I mean, not that I forget,
Yeah.
but you know, I can get kind of pulled into whether it's a creative project I'm working on, writing, or so getting outside and walking for me is really good and really grounding. And getting together with friends, like I do that a lot. And of course, my husband and I go out every Saturday night, pretty much like clockwork. So
That's good.
it's that balance. But there were a number of years where I don't know if it was dormant or gestating or what the right word is, where I wasn't really able to pursue because of some other commitments. My fire, I was committed to taking care of my daughter through a healing crisis, And so now that it's my time, it's like that fire is like, whoa.
Igniting a huge flame.
It's a bonfire.
How can people get in touch with you, Joni?
So they can get in touch with me through my website, which is revolutionaryheart.com. I also have a podcast, which is called Trust Your Sacred Feminine Flow, which you can find on iTunes or Stitcher. It's also on my website as well. And I have a couple of things coming up. I work with wise women who are ready to create kind of their offering to the world, who are in that place of they feel the call, but they're not sure of how to put it out in the world or what they even want to put out in the world sometimes. So I have a Wise Woman Success Circle that's getting ready to start on the 9th of October. And I do some work with something called Sacred Money Archetypes, which is a system of looking at how we relate to money. And I have a workshop coming up in November on the 18th.
Are those on your website?
Actually, they're not on the website yet, but if you friend me on Facebook, they will be there soon, or if you go to my Facebook page for revolutionaryheart.com, they'll be there soon as well.
Okay.
Those are some of the things I'm fast and furiously working on with that fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Like Judy and I have been working on our retreat, you know, to get that going.
Yes.
And like I said, if you all want to come, it only costs $50 to save your seat. And then it's $275. And it's October 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Wonderful.
It's the Friday night, all day Saturday and Sunday, and you will go home with a plethora of different things that you will be creating while you are there, which is cool. And it's come in comfortable clothes because we will do yoga and meditation, and you don't have to bring mats. We will supply the mats.
Nice.
Nice.
So if they want to
And
buy
scarf
them, they can buy.
dance?
And scarf
Yes,
dancing.
the scarf dancing.
Yep.
It's
That's
just
fun.
going to be an enlightening. It'll flame the fire in you. I guarantee you that. It will light your fire, so you are building it inside you. You know, I saw this, and I wrote this down. I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fire around me. You know, and having that fire in you gets you motivated. And I'm always trying to find ways, if I'm in a limbo state, what am I going to do to motivate myself? Because I want to motivate me.
Yeah.
It's so important to motivate me because nobody's going to motivate you. It's got to come from inside. I mean, other people can get you motivated,
Yes.
but your motivation, am I right?
Yes.
Your motivation
Yes.
has to come from inside.
But
from
sometimes
inside.
it comes from seeing other people that are motivated.
Right. Or they'll give you
Inspiring.
ideas.
Inspiring.
They'll give you
Inspiring.
Something
ideas.
inspiring.
Right.
Nick Volt. I can't say his last name.
What's he do?
Well, he was born without arms or legs.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Very motivating. And then you can Google Jessica's affirmations. A little girl in the mirror telling herself how beautiful and wonderful she is.
Is she that really little girl?
She's adorable, and she's looking in the mirror and saying, "You're great. You're wonderful. I love you."
That's another way.
Yeah.
Hug yourself.
Hug
Tell
yourself.
yourself how much you love yourself. Look in the mirror and say, "I love me."
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, that I do that all the time.
I posted an article just the other day and said, "Are you kind to yourself?"
Right.
Because we are not kind to ourselves,
No.
and we're always putting ourselves down and saying we can't do this and we can't do that. I'm not smart enough. I'm not
Right.
you know,
I can't do this.
I'm
I
not
can't
successful,
do that.
but
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
So
all about finding
get
that.
rid of the negativity,
Yes.
the negative thoughts, and turn it into I am.
I can,
I can. I will.
or I am.
I have the power to be successful.
Yes.
Put that up on your mirror. I have the power to be successful.
Yeah.
There's words of affirmation. Make yourself a vision board. I made myself a vision board earlier this week, and I cut out some things because we're going to do vision boards at the retreat, and I cut out some things, and my intuition said, don't muddle your vision board. Don't put a whole bunch of stuff, because I've always been taught, you put everything you want on your vision board. Well, if you do that, where do I start? Really? Where do I start
I don't
when
know.
I have a muddled
I've been
vision
adding
board?
to mine. It's kind of funny because I have mine taped to the wall above my desk, and now my vision board has started to expand on the wall.
Well, see, if you're expanding it, that's one thing, but
Yeah.
if you're putting things on top of one
Yeah.
another, on top of one
Then you
another,
can't see.
Then you can't see it, and it's muddled. And so I made this vision board for yoga and exercising. Just
I like
very
that.
simple for me.
Cool.
And I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Facebook
Yeah.
page. And I have it on my closet door.
Yeah.
Because what do you have to do every day to get dressed? You got to go in your closet.
In your closet, that's
Right?
right. Yeah.
You have to go in your closet.
And I did. I've
so
done,
put it where you're going to be every day.
or do several. I've done several vision boards.
I have too.
I do a training through Nikan called Humans Being More. And my first vision board, I had pictures of people skiing, snow skiing. Because at the time, doctors told me I probably would never go snow skiing again because of the osteopenia, which is a precursor to osteoporosis, and I hurt all over. And so I had these people skiing on there. So when was it, 2015, the whole family I went skiing, and I was just so,
there you go.
so excited to get up and do that.
Yeah, my skiing days are over because I got bad knees, so and I don't want to have anything else happen to my knees.
Okay.
So I'm very careful.
Careful with your knees.
So doing an aerial yoga, for me, it's not an impact on my knees
I understand.
because you're up in the sky.
Or
Yes.
swimming.
Yes.
Or
So-
swimming.
Or I like to dance.
Well, yeah.
Put some good
Oh, yeah.
inspirational music on, or like some empowerment, light a
Right.
fire music. Like This Girl Is on Fire. Have you heard that song?
Yes, it's a great song.
Oh,
Alicia
yeah.
Keys.
Put that on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys, dance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sing.
dance as if nobody's watching. Sing as
That's
if
right.
nobody's listening. Just do it.
You're listening.
Just do it. You know, Jacob and I he likes to listen to Thomas the Train. I got a Thomas the Train music CD.
Aww.
We listen to it all the time, and I have videos of him dancing and
Yeah.
singing to Thomas the Train.
There you go.
And he was doing it today again, and sometimes he looks really serious, and then other times, and he's got most of the words memorized, and I just sit there in awe, you know, just watching.
That's like
It's
my
so
granddaughter. She
precious.
loves Moana. We've watched Moana a couple of times. We'll probably watch it again when she comes over tomorrow. But yeah, she gets up, she sings, she dances, she loves it. It's wonderful.
I mean, go
Right.
out and
Like to be that free.
To be
like
free.
You can be
Think
that
about-
free.
if you want, go on a bicycle ride. You know, if you have a bicycle. If you don't, I think downtown at the docks in the city, you can rent bicycles down there.
Can you?
Yeah, yeah. There's a place where you can. I don't know exactly where it is, but down on the docks by Canal,
Oh, nice.
Canal Street, down in Shockoe Bottom, you can rent bicycles. There's other places you can rent bicycles. So, you know, or if you're going to the beach, you can rent bicycles there. You can rent those trolley things that you can cycle. You can't do that by yourself. You need a couple people on there, but you know, try something new.
Yeah.
Try something new. If you haven't gotten a massage, go get a massage. Do that for
A
yourself.
couple of years ago, I went zip lining.
There you go.
Yes.
That was fun.
I did
I
that
saw you
last
did
winter.
that. I saw you did.
Woo!
Yeah,
That
that's
was
on
fun.
my bucket list. I
That
just
was
haven't done it
and,
yet.
and a good, you know, Barb Satterwhite jumped out of an airplane on her 60th birthday.
Woo!
In tandem, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Not by herself, but I was like,
Yeah, but just to do it.
I'm not sure I could do that, but zip lining was pretty cool.
I'd really like to do the hang gliding down at the Outer Banks.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You know?
We went up to Kill Devil Hills and watched them take off.
It's
We
awesome.
didn't do it, but we were watching people do that.
It's awesome.
It's pretty.
Now, I have parasailed before.
Have you?
Yeah. I was 15.
Me too.
But I had parasailed when we did a lot of water skiing when we were growing up.
I did too, but I never parasailed.
Well, I did one time. It was on a dare, and it's like, oh, come on, Marilyn, you can do this. It's like, oh, okay, you say I can do that, I can. And I'm not good on heights.
Oh.
So, but I did it, and it was a lot of fun, and I did it a couple times. Parasailing is a lot of fun.
That's
so
awesome.
It is.
It is. It is
And
a
it's
lot of fun.
yeah.
It's
I was
freeing.
less fearful of that than the zip line, like the jumping off to start the zip line.
Well, in one
Parasailing was
tower we were on, we
easier.
did this in Hilton Head, and one tower, the last tower we were on, was pretty high up, and you could actually see the water, but it was swaying. My husband turned green. I was like, "You better go quick."
Yeah, well, you got to be careful, you know, but
Yes.
stepping outside of your comfort zone.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, I wrote the chapter I wrote in my book is There Is No Box. Believe me, friends, there is no,
No
box.
box.
The box that you have is this self-imposed box you put on yourself. There is no box.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Light that fire underneath you. Get yourself motivated. You can contact Lisa or me or Joni to give you ideas and hints, or we'll talk to you to tell you how we've done it. Because we've all had our bumps and
Yes.
along the road. But that's how you make it. Not doing it is failure. Keep moving will make you more successful. Am I right?
That's right.
Amen.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Step by step.
Step by
by
step. Take tiny steps. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm taking a class right now where my homework is meditating for 15 minutes every morning and then jotting stuff down. Just words. It doesn't have to make sense. Just do it, you know. You know, just remember, one person with passion is better than 40 people that are merely interested.
Wow. I like that.
I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are the passionate one, find other people that are passionate. Find people that are interested in what you are interested in. Go to some networking events. Don't say that you can't do it.
Yeah.
Just get some business cards and find some networking events. In our area, there's probably 35 networking events every day.
TheNetworkDoctor.com.
Right,
She'll send you an email full of networking events.
right. So, or check networking events wherever you live in the world. Check networking events. Google it in your area. I've known people that I have met people that have just gone to a networking event I went to because they found it online.
Yeah.
And they weren't, you know, they wanted to do something that night. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Get yourself out there. Do something for yourself. I know I've said this before a gazillion times, but take a class on herbs or learn more about healthy eating or natural healing. You know, the diet for the American person is the standard American diet. Well, you know what the acronym is? SAD, S-A-D. Well, we don't want to be sad while we're eating. Don't look at that pyramid that they made, and I think now it's a plate or something. I don't know what happened to the
it's a
pyramid.
plate.
Well, you need to flip the
Michelle
pyramid
Obama
upside
got rid
down.
of it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So you've got this beautiful body. Take care of it. Do something for yourself. Nurture yourself. Love yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you love yourself, it's a whole lot easier to love a lot of other people. If you hate yourself, that's not going to work. And that's not going to help motivate you. That's not going to keep you going, which is important. You really need to keep going and moving through your issues. If you get a bump in the road, you can get through that. Like, what did Winston Churchill say that again?
If you're going through hell, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. You know, we all have our little hellish moments during the day. Sometimes we have more than what we can deal with. But you can get through them. Go get yourself a glass of water. Make sure you stay hydrated. You know, for every pound you weigh, you have to drink half your ounces in water. So if you weigh 150 pounds, which would be my dream, you got to drink 75 ounces of water. But don't start drinking that right away, because you'll start ODing on water and your stomach will slosh, your eyeballs will start floating. And that's just not.
And for every extra hour that you're exercising, another 8 ounces.
Yeah, and if you drink caffeine, you got to drink 2 ounces for every ounce of caffeine that you drink, on top of what you're already supposed to drink. So that's why I don't drink caffeine.
That's a lot of water. Yeah.
That's a lot of water.
So I just eliminated everything else. Works for me.
That's right, that's right. And the way you can check is if you
Pinch your skin.
pinch your skin, and if it goes down, that means that you're hydrated. So I must be hydrated. And speaking of hydrated, we are going to cheer each other.
Yep.
And great show, thank you, and change your life today, and we'll see you next week.